Hiya people, Veitchy here. I'm here with Stewie.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And we're doing something a bit different. We've got a nice lovely webcam going in front of us to film us as we play. So you can say hi. And we're going to be drinking as well, which I'm amazed we haven't actually dug into the actual
priorities, Veitch.
Well, I've been working getting everything set up.
Come on, what kind of host are you?
Shut up.
Makes me buy the beers.
Yeah, you're the guest. You got to buy the beers. I've been half hard at work today. We just finished filming our 300th video, so that was quite fun.
What was Bruce Willis' character name in Die Hard films?
Oh my god, that's like so hard. His name is John McClane. Come on, give me something easy. Okay. Which country was Arnold Schwarzenegger born in?
Germany?
No, Austria.
Oh, it's the same shit.
Sad, but anyway. Oh shit, my bad.
Come on, Veitch, switch on that.
I'm sorry, I'm drinking this nice cold beverage.
Yes, it's Carlton Draft.
Yes, Carlton Draft. Made from beer.
Too bad it's in Carlton. Up the Bombers, by the way.
The Bombers, yes.
3-0.
Footy season has started.
And Carlton's coming last. Or towards the bottom anyway.
Yep.
No wins. Such shit.
Gotta go with the me, which is me. Everything is recording, I believe. So we're doing good. We are doing good.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's move back. Yes.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
It's a bit weird because of the way that we've set this all up. We've got no audio for us to listen to, so it's gonna be a bit different, you know. So we don't hear, you know, this lovely music and then the whole da 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 da. That's a bit too high.
Oh, the controls still make noise.
Yeah, so we get nice little snapshots from them. Bam!
Oh, you
And the
bitch! I
dirt is
just got a
gone.
big mushroom.
Oh, shame.
Get the fuck my life. I got such a good start.
I know, I had no taste starting. Piss off. Cute. Oh, big guy, big guy. So yeah, how are the Bombers going this year?
They're going surprisingly well, to be honest.
Surprisingly well.
And it was an absolute ripper of a win on Friday night. Beat the
Yes.
Hawks in the last couple of minutes. Sorry, Fremantle.
Yeah, it was
And,
entertaining to watch, especially at our cricket presentation too.
Yeah, and not only that, we did it down by 6 goals in the second half in wet weather footy. I mean, doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, look at that. Mono's going.
Brisbane just snuck through against Gold Coast. You get the
Yeah.
derby up there.
I wasn't able to watch it. I was in the city seeing Adam Hills at the Comedy Festival, which was really good to see. But from my understanding of it, we kicked away basically in every quarter, and they just kept coming back at us, which is good. Because I give Gold Coast a lot of credit this year. They're doing a lot better than people actually thought they would. They thought GWS would definitely pass them this season. And
no, they've been playing very well.
Oh, shit.
And he wins!
Fuck, I wasn't paying attention!
Yeah! Got that, Veitch. I don't care if I lose the rest of this now. I'll beat Veitch in the first race.
I thought there was more laps. I was just going for a strong.
See that, people? Distracted him with footy.
But no, it was a hard fought win. Good old John O'Brien kicked 5 goals. And honestly, he is getting a bit old.
Yeah. Well, doesn't surprise me. He slowed down a bit when half of him is made of metal.
Yeah, that's true. Most of his head is nowadays, yeah. But nah, we struggled, especially against Bulldogs. We were cocky against Bulldogs. I was cocky against Bulldogs and we got smashed. And then Adelaide, we had a chance, and then just in that last quarter, we scored like 4 behinds, I think. So we just couldn't put the score on the board.
Yeah,
but
so
two
did
teams.
you get your first win then?
Yeah, it's good. But 2 teams I want to talk to you about and get your opinion on how well they're doing this season.
Yep.
First off is Richmond. We've got to talk about Richmond.
Okay.
And you think they're 3-0.
Yeah.
You know, the first they are Carlton, which is apparently being led by the second coming.
Yeah.
The way that they've
But
been
you also have
treated
to
by
remember Carlton have got several injuries as well,
Yeah.
so they're
first
not at
basically
full
a
strength.
full strength side in Richmond.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's first week. Second week they came up against St Kilda, who don't want to admit it, but their window has definitely shut premiership wise, and so
Yeah.
they have started rebuilding, start playing some of the younger blokes.
Definitely.
So-
I'd be playing all the young blokes right now.
Yeah. So, and the third team that they've came up against is the Bulldogs, who once again has a young squad in their team.
Yeah, but the Doggies are looking alright actually. I have to say, for a young team, they've got a lot of good up and coming kids to come through.
Okay, and that gets me on to the second team I want to talk about, which has quite a few young players, and that's Port Adelaide.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm still surprised they're actually winning games. I honestly can't tell you what to make of it at the moment.
Well, look at it this way. First off, they were up against Melbourne.
Yeah.
You know, a team that's got troubles.
Well, yeah,
I don't know.
Essendon demolished them as well.
Yeah,
so
so I don't know what's going on there, but they've just got something wrong with the whole club itself. You know, with the amount of good stuff that has gone towards them, that just hasn't been able to capitalise. Starting to sound like a bit of like Richmond with their drafting ways. You know, their #1 draft pick from a few years ago, playing seconds. You know, they dropped him. They subbed him out just to make an example of him, saying, you know, we're not putting up with his shit.
yeah.
You know, so they came up against that. Second week they came up against GWS, which is basically a team that they haven't been able to defeat so far. They've versed them once and lost to it last season, and then to come out and win by as big of a margin as they have.
Yeah.
You know, once again, you know, they're just second year into the competition, so they've got a bunch of young kids themselves. But the third one was up against Adelaide, and they were down by about 5 or 6 goals halfway through that third quarter, and they just kicked.
Yeah, well, I think they
They
have done well, even though they have been playing some relatively easy teams. And there'll be some bigger tests going on later in the season, I think.
Yeah.
And especially when you consider, well, like a young team like
Yeah.
Essendon, how well they went at the start of the year, and then all of a sudden injuries hit and
Yeah.
reports, and I don't know, they just dropped off in general form as well. Maybe players got tired or something, not sure. But yeah, and I think that's kind of similar what might happen with Richmond as well. They might start off well, but then, you know, all of a sudden someone gets tired, someone gets injured, they get reports. Oh, what a fucking toad. So it'll be interesting to see
You
what
think
happens.
any of them have a chance of playing finals?
I think out of all of them, probably Richmond has got the best chance in finals.
Yeah.
Bulldogs will be lucky. Same. Port Adelaide, not sure yet. It really depends how they go over the whole season. But I honestly don't think any of those three teams will have a major impact on finals. They're not there yet. I don't think Richmond's defence is there yet. They have a really good midfield. They have a good forward line led by Jack Rewalt, but I don't think the defence is anywhere near ready. Essendon's lucky we still have the General Fletch to help us out down there.
How old is he? 56?
38.
38? He just keeps going and going. And a lot of people, even the two guys in the 400 club, have tipped him to say he's going to make it to the 400 club.
Well, if he keeps on, I think he's on 387 games now, 388. So if he keeps on going as he's going, then he's.
If he just
definitely
takes
a
the
chance.
odd game off, just for like general soreness, as they put it down to nowadays.
That's what he'll be doing this week. He won't be playing against St Kilda, I don't think.
You know, they did sub him out though.
Yeah, they subbed him out because he's got a tight grind pretty much. So I don't.
Excuse me.
Bastard.
But
Oh, motherfucker!
speaking of which, did you hear about Paddy Ryder and Comma?
Yeah, 3 weeks. Paddy's probably going to take it. I mean, he had high contact with the shoulder. Cromer probably a bit stiff, but again, probably take it as well. End of the day, I mean, you've got a long season ahead. Might as well take these little things, freshen up again, and get even stronger and bigger and better for the matches to come over the season.
One more thing I want to talk to you about is the Collingwood Hawthorn game.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically a game of two halves.
Yeah.
Well, basically, one was a half, the other one was about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because that's all Hawthorn needed to just basically sell up the game was 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could tell at the start of the game, I noticed Collingwood were kicking horribly. Absolutely horribly. And almost always a team is going to lose when they're kicking that badly. When you're 1-6 or 1-7 at quarter time and you're still in the lead, you know you're going to have a bad day.
What was it? They were like 3-6 to 2 goals straight. And the inside 50s were like 12-2.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
the other team Hawthorn only had like 2 inside 50s for the quarter, got 2 goals. You know, that's saying something.
And Hawthorn have too many good players to just stay that bad. I mean, what you really need to do against a team like Hawthorn is if you have the opportunity to kick the goals, you have to kick them. You can't miss.
Yeah.
You know, it should have been 6-1, and then Collingwood would have thrashed them from then. Because once you're that far down, it's pretty bloody hard to come back.
I was paranoid if you're yesterday.
Yeah, but Fremantle aren't quite there either. I mean, Fremantle have a good side, but they're nowhere near as good as Hawthorn. Yeah,
a lot of people are tipping them top 4. You know, to me, they've been a bit of a surprise packet because once again, I didn't tip them to make my 8. Well, I thought they'd, because I tipped them last season not to make it, and they only just pushed in and they beat Geelong in the first finals. But I still don't think that they're going to be a top. They might make top 8, especially how Brisbane's fucking gone so far. I had them in my 8, but a lot of people say top 4. I don't think top 4.
I don't think top 4. I think probably top 8's probably there. Yeah. But again, it's hard to tell. I mean, last year, how many people would have predicted Sydney would have won the premiership? I mean,
well, I tipped them to make top 4, and all you guys laughed at me, so I remember that quite strongly.
Yeah, but most people didn't even give them a second thought. And even this year, you know, they're third, sitting at third or second or third.
Yeah,
undefeated as well.
But they haven't
going along quietly. They still have a pretty young list.
Their only game that looked confident was the game against North, where they kicked 11 goals to 1 third quarter. They haven't kicked 11 goals in a quarter since I think it was like 1995.
Yeah, that's true.
Their first 2 games, GWS and Gold Coast, they won it, but they didn't look comfortable doing it. They only beat GWS by like 5 goals and end up beating Gold Coast by 50 points in the end.
Yeah, but I mean that's the whole point. I mean the teams that won the premiership the year before normally have a bad start, if not, you know, they don't finish in the 8. But if you have a look at it. You know, have a look at how many good players they have. They really do have too many good players to not be up there, up and about. And, and the fact that they're still winning these games even though they're playing shit tells you that once they start hitting form, they're going to be pretty bloody hard to beat.
One thing I have noticed about Sydney is that their recruitment has been great. They've picked up the recycled players when they needed them.
Yeah.
You know, like Marty Matnick, pretty sure used to play at Adelaide.
Yeah.
I think he got delisted and got picked up by Sydney. He's now a premiership player.
Yeah, well,
Mitch Morton
played
1 game before the final series. Ends up kicking 2 goals in like the second quarter to lift Sydney, and which eventually gone on to win premiership. You know, got delisted from Richmond, who was a good player down there at Richmond.
Except twice.
Yeah. So they've been able to recruit the older guys, the recycled players when they need to. But they've also been able to pick out the young guns as well, like
they've done Jack, really well, and well led by Adam Goodes, I have to say. He's still a freak. I mean, did his knee, still went on and still dominated
in that final, that grand final. I reckon it was also a good move by him to step down as captain this season. It's now Jared McVeigh and Kieran Jack as co-captains. I'm loving this whole push for co-captains.
I don't, to be honest. I'm a traditionalist. I reckon that you should have a captain and a vice captain, and then maybe this leadership group stuff they got going on. I don't know, but
well, instead of just having the co-captains, maybe you should be like saying, okay, he's more the captain, you're the vice captain, but you both have like your own leadership roles to play on the day.
Of course, I mean, but at the end of the day, I think the clubs are best led by having a captain to lead the way, and then you've obviously. Every player should be stepping up and doing as much as they can for the team. But you really do need a captain there to steady the ship if you're in trouble or lead the charge or whatever it may be. I mean, you look at guys like Tom Harley. Maybe not a great captain. Not a great player, but a fantastic captain. I mean, the way he led the team from the back line all the way to the forward line was fantastic.
But like, I don't mind having like, you know, 2 co-captains kind of thing. Hey, I won that. I thought there was still another lap, but I don't mind that as long as they don't do what Brisbane did when Bossy retired.
Well,
Name 5 co-captains.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
I understand, you know, 3 of them were going to retire at the end of the year, so they at least want to go out saying, you know, I had like some part, you know, but
Yeah, I don't agree with it. I'd rather have a clear chain of command.
clear chain. Yeah. So you got
So
your
coach,
top.
you got your coach, you got your captain, vice captain. Maybe have a few people in the leadership group, and that's more for the young blokes that will be captain later on, or be leadership people at the club.
Yeah, I'm loving the whole push to get some youth into it, but youth straight away as captains, I'm not really liking. Like, I don't think Mark Murphy should be captain of Carlton, and I don't think Jack Rhymes and Jack Trengrove should be co-captains.
But at the same
Melbourne.
time, I guess you know, you've got in Carlton, you've got a relatively young team apart from Judd, pretty much. You know, he's probably the oldest bloke there.
I reckon
You might as well go
Carazzo,
to-
you know, he.
Carazzo's a good player, but he doesn't really stand out as much as, you know, Mark Murphy or Ross Gibbs or.
Yeah, but they don't need to stand out as long as they do their job on the field and they get talking. I always hear Carazzo talking. And for like Melbourne, Nathan Jones.
Yeah, I probably would have picked him. He's a very good player.
Yes, he's
Very good player.
He's-
highly underrated.
yes, very underrated. And basically last season, by the looks of things, this season as well, he's like basically the only player that they've got.
Yeah, which is, you know, sad, but
And it's like in the game against you guys, Essendon. There was only 2 players that really stood out to get like a pass mark for Melbourne. One was Nathan Jones, and the other one is Jumpin' Jeremy Howe. My God, every week there's always a highlight of him going for frickin' Mark of the Year. They should just rename the award. Because he's always nominated every goddamn week. He has that athletic jump on him. And like, have you seen the nomination for this week? He's in it. He's running backwards with the flight of the ball into a player, and he's able to jump onto his shoulders, turn around, and take the grab.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh. You know, it's just freaking amazing, actually. And really annoying that he's still down at Melbourne. Wouldn't mind having him up at Brisbane.
Well, it's a bit of a waste to have any good player at Melbourne at the moment, isn't it?
Well, they did have a mass
Oh,
exodus.
fuck off! Fucking bats!
They had a mass exodus of players, but they also brought in a lot of recycled players as well, and some mature age picks, which was a good idea by them. Like, Shannon Burns moving across, I reckon was a really good move. He's a great player, I like him. He just couldn't find the spot in Geelong. They were pushing a lot of youth into it now, you know, because they've got like Christensen, they've got like little Motlock, you know, they've even got like Josh Caddy now, and
Yeah.
Duncan, and
Well, actually, that's the thing
Other
about
players.
Geelong
Brown.
as well. I thought they've done really well with how
Yes.
they've recruited as well. I mean,
you know, they got Jared Rivers, they got Hamish McIntosh as well. So when eventually he, you know, gets back from injury, they'll have him, and they'll probably also have West playing as well, and then they'll probably just drop Flickers, or Flickabs, or however you say his name.
yeah.
Or they might even push him to go, if he wants more of a game, push him into the midfield, just to run, because, you know, he was a former, like, long distance runner / steeple chaser kind of guy, so.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this season goes. It's really... That was weird.
Sounds like a weird evil up. Stewie thought he was gonna win, but I am going to sabotage him.
Fucking fine. Yeah. I don't know, what do you think about Essendon? Hard to tell, or...
Yeah. I'm amazed we're up to race 6 already. This has gone fucking quick.
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked once about the game. But, Essendon. You know, you've got some players coming through, which is really good. You've got a nice young team as well. Carlisle, the defender, he's just gone leaps and bounds this season.
Yeah, he's improved a lot.
Nice.
And to be honest, I was calling for him to get the sack last year. I thought it was shit. He did absolutely nothing last year. But I'm glad he's taken it upon himself to improve. And yeah,
Do you guys still have Scotty Gumbleton on your list?
we do. But he's, I think he's playing VFL at the moment, just getting himself right.
Because if he can get fully fit, that'll just help your team even more. Especially with Paddy
it'll help
Ryder
Hurley out. Yeah, Paddy Ryder's out now at the moment.
So Hill will come off.
So
the
Hill will come in. Helped out by Tommy Bell, and I don't know. Then we'll see what happens. I mean, I hope Hill has a good year this year. He's a gun. I love him. Love him a bit. He was an awesome captain when he captained us when Lloydie was out.
Yep.
And he used to be one of the best ruckmen in the competition. Unfortunately, injuries just got to him, and maybe the age is getting to him as well. I'm not sure. But
yeah, because he hasn't played a game this season. He's always been named as the emergency.
Yeah.
So
well, I think it's pretty much that they basically kept him on for an extra year as a ruck coach. I think
ruck coach and backup.
Tommy Bell and
sort of like what Hudson is doing for Collingwood.
Yeah, well, you know, and they needed him. Good thing they put in his contract that you know to be a player as well. He was initially going to be there just as a coach.
The coach, yes.
But no, he's done really well for himself, Hudson. I'm glad he's still playing.
So I was disappointed he decided to retire again.
Yeah, poor bloke.
When we had him for 1 year, because basically that year we had really no ruckman. We had Leuenberger and we had a young kid named Lonna, and then we had Hudson. And like with the tall guys, the development players, it's going to take them a while to fit in, to actually get used to the AFL level. They're not just like a midfielder who could just go in there.
Yeah.
So especially with Leuenberger going down, he was a great replacement, and same things basically happened at Collingwood.
Yeah, well, Jolie's out, and yeah, it's good to have Hudson to step in for him, I guess. And
the only difference is Collingwood actually has a forward ruckman, not a defender ruckman who has to play forward and then ruck in like Merritt did. That was really annoying.
But Brisbane shit anyway, so.
We're getting better. we won the NAB Cup,
Yeah, no one cares though. It's the NAB Cup.
I care. We won something. We haven't won the NAB Cup. We've made it there twice. I went there in 2007 where we versus Carlton got smashed, and I went there with my auntie who went for Carlton. We saw Dennis Pagan in the freaking elevators. That's when he used to be coach of Carlton.
That's going back a while.
Oh, yeah, 2007. So I'm pretty sure that was the final year. No, 2008 was, because I remember Pagan getting sacked because Brisbane won by over 100 points and Brownie kicked like 11 goals. Oh, so good. Those were the days, and we still sucked back then too. Yeah. So, we'll figure up to race 7. I've lost count.
Yeah, race 7.
This has really been footy.
Probably concentrated.
Get that Donkey Kong! Fucking took Fun Cloud off me.
Did I go to you? Ah, fucking builder. Wait till you're small, mate. Just wait till you're small. Why does it keep giving me fucking thunder clicks?
Because you're in that magical third spot. Boom. If you ever try bones, why don't you take it?
Oh, fucking warrior just staying low there.
Oh, sounds like you need to calm down, kid, over there.
Fucking Toadette almost got me. Alright, give me something useful. Not a fucking Thunderbolt again.
Oh.
Big man.
Yeah. There we go. That turned out good for me. Oh, piss off. Pop a beer.
No!
See? You could have just popped my bottom! No, I'll try to pop the bottom. Bam, hip and shoulder you. See you later.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I think that's pretty much summed up the win for me. My 88 or 68?
88.
88. Oh, well, fuck yeah, it's definitely summed me up. I thought it was only 68.
Oh well.
Last race. You started off well. You distracted me well with footy, and then I got you to talk more about footy, which paid off well for me in the end.
Yeah, it distracted me. But I think this is the best I've done for a while, isn't it?
Yeah. You want to do another lot after this? I feel like I'm in the mood to do more.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to lose again.
Don't get cocky now, you know.
Well, I've summed this up.
I bet as soon as I start beating you at this, we won't be playing it anymore. That's the way you do it.
Well,
Just like we don't play table tennis anymore because it's
the only reason we don't play table tennis is because I got no more room on that back veranda for that table we got.
Sure, sure.
You should see all the stains on the freaking beer pong. Oh, excuse me. Oh, beer and rice bubbles. That doesn't really taste too good coming back down.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Oh. It's off. Oh, you.
Fucking cows. Can't you say it's a road?
Yeah, I don't see no signs saying cow crossing next 20 k's.
Kind of OHS are they running?
At least we got that out our way, you know, when you go down to the bush you see signs, you know. Kangaroos might be crossing next 50 k's. They're always on the lookout for them.
Yeah, bit of
Or
cows.
even wombats. I see so many signs for saying, you know, wombats next 20 k's. I never see one. I've only seen a dead one on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad to look at, but I've never seen one actually try and cross.
Maybe it should say wombats look out for
Yeah,
look out for cars.
yeah, have a little sign up for them on the, you know, like
before
where
they cross the road.
Yeah, basically where the bush finishes, it'd be like cars, you know, next 200 meters.
Bye.
Why? What was it? Reminds me, I remember reading somewhere that in like America or Canada or wherever it was, they have the, you know, the deer crossing signs.
Yeah.
I remember someone being quoted saying, "Oh, how did the deers know to cross here?" I know. Oh, I just crossed the line there too. Right there, Banks.
So stupid.
100 points. Hey, you got second. Well done.
I was waiting for half of it.
Hey, you won the first two races, but I came like 4th and 4th.
Oh well. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad. You up for another one?
Sure.
So I'll slice this into 2 videos. So this was the footy orientated video.
Yeah, we have to talk about something else.
Yeah, find something else to talk about.
Talk
It's
about
very weird not having sound while we're playing.
It is.
It
so
is. Even though when you guys be watching, you know, you'll be having the music and that in the game, but for us it's, well, it's really quiet.
Weird. Maybe that's why we're talking so much.
Okay, so stay tuned for part 2.